Vítajte ľudia, dneska pokračujeme v ďalšom pokračovaní príbehu Alana Wakea. Keďže už vieme, ako to dopadlo, že ako to celé vzniklo, že všetko, čo sa tam deje, vytvorilo na základe toho, že bol donútený temnotou, tak uvidíme, čo bude ďalej, ako to bude riešiť. A tuto nám to neuložilo, OK.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it
Alice?
behind you. She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes, I'll write. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No, I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobwebs she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault and you're gonna pay for it.
A tu sme skončili minule.
Previously on Alan Wake. Under the influence of the dark presence, I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story.
Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here.
It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Well, we're expecting a record crowd from the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up, but let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
I have it. Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
To som už počul
I
veľakrát.
need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale, I want to talk to your superior.
Well, we all want things, Sheriff. I wanted my... Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know...
Oh my God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Oh man, we're sitting ducks with the lights out.
Chudák, ale zaslúžil si to.
Nightingale tried to make sense of the manuscript. It was disjointed and strange. He didn't understand half of it, but it all rang true. Impossibly true. He took out his hip flask when he reached the page that described how he reached the page that made him take out his hip flask. It wasn't the booze that made his mind reel.
Stay cool. I can get the emergency power on.
Ako ti to nejde, ak je ten... hore. Je on? No, dobre.
Here are your things. Wake, what do I need to know? What do you need from me?
They can be hurt in the light, only in the light. And I need to find Cynthia Weaver. She can help me stop this.
Light. Check. Cynthia. She lives in the old decommissioned power plant. I can get you there pretty quickly in the rescue chopper. Come on, let's get back to your friend. Wheeler, I need you to stay here.
What? No!
We're going to fetch our ride, but I have friends who need to be warned about this, and I can't be in two places at once. I need your help.
Well, okay.
Here's a list of people and phone numbers. I need you to call them and tell them you have a message from me. Night Springs, okay? They'll know what to do.
Night Springs? Like the TV show? Gotcha. Oh, hey, that radio guy is on the list. Maine. Who's Frank Breaker? He related to you?
My dad.
Hey, is this like a secret society?
Can you do this? You'll be safe here. The backup power's on. These guys need to be alerted, just in case we don't come back.
You'll come back for me though, right?
As soon as we get the chopper ready. Thanks, Wheeler. I owe you one. Okay, let's go, Wake. Through the back.
My hangover wants a pizza. You think there's any way I could order one, Al? Hello, Mr. Breaker. This is Barry Wheeler. Yeah, I know.
Nightingale felt the situation veering out of his control, but the gun at least felt steady in his hands. He was ready to fire, resolved.
Oh, hell. Whatever took Nightingale must have broken the gate controls. We can't reach the gate's control box from here. We need to get to the other side over the rooftop.
I'll go. I'll open the gate for you once I'm across. You stay here in the light and cover me, Sheriff, okay?
Braj baterky. Au! Temnota všade. Temnoty sa zbavíme. Svetlice. No hore. Jo. Že sa z toho bavím, ako keby som mohol na to vstúpiť. Okay. Zatiaľ easy.
Hey, Sheriff! Your password. Night Springs? What's that all about?
It's a stupid joke we have. That Bright Falls is the original inspiration for the TV show. This town can get weird at times. Never this weird, though. We need to bypass the damaged control box.
What am I, an electrician? Hold on!
Ah, damn! That's smarts.
Good job, Wade. Okay, stick close. Our first stop is the town hall. The keys to the chopper are there.
No si zoberiem asi toto. Jasné. Kurňa, že ma kryješ! nejaký človek. Wow! Uhy! Hopla! So far so good. Let's go. Tak poďme, nie? Ježiš, pomalejším tempom sa nedá. Musíme ísť.
Look out!
Vidím ťa. Kurník. Dám. Rýchlo nabíja. No poď, ale ako toto není bohvie, čo ísť stredom mesta. Teda mesta, dedinky. Ale je to také mesto, no. To je taký. Ja by som si išiel. Sakra. Damn. Kurník ženská, veď čakr makry. Keby som vedel, koho si bereš. Tak toto ti ďakujem, aspoň za toto. OK, 3 gulky do oného. Do rokovnice.
We're safe.
Are you sure? I have bad feeling
Wait, over
about this.
here! There's light!
No ešte aj
I
za
have
sebe.
a key. Watch my back, Wade.
It's an ambush.
Right there!
Zase je prázdna. Týpek s motorovkou, si robíš srandu. Zase. Aj. Budeme mať svetlo. Čo je tu? Či to len tak svieti? Hej.
Let's go, Wake.
Ďalšia káva. Svetlice, berem. Už idem, nesvieť mi to radši. Ale ako, chápem, že ma kryješ svetlom.
Okay, someone's messed with the fuse box here, but you should be able to jury-rig it while I find the keys.
I already got electrocuted once today. How about I look for the keys and you get burned for a change?
Fine. They should be in the clerk's office on the other side of the building, near the main entrance.
Čo to máme?
The darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's face was furious. The story in the manuscript had been making it stronger all the time, but now the light had set the writer free and hurt it, weakened it. It was only a matter of days before the dark presence would be strong again, but meanwhile, it would be difficult to recapture the writer. The message was from Barry. He was getting worried at the station. He wanted us to hurry.
Shit. Šesť nábojov do takéhoto idiota. Teraz sa zíde.
Okay, Sheriff, I got the keys.
Konečne silnejšia baterka, tak.
Barry?
Why isn't he inside?
Oh God! Oh God!
Barry! Look out! Barry, move! Barry!
He made it inside, Wake. He's okay. The storefront's blocked. Come on, Wake. Let's go around. We can meet him in the back.
Lavičke, nič, dobre.
Got a perp over here.
Dík. Au.
Far enough.
Dobre. Teraz nám to celkom išlo. Ideme sa zosynchronizovať.
We can make it through the bookstore. Wheeler should be waiting for us in the
Keep the hell
backyard.
down or I'll call the sheriff.
Oh, hi, Doc. I've got it. Don't worry about it.
Sarah, about time somebody showed up. All the shooting in the air is idiotic. One of these days they'll kill somebody. And over Deerfest.
I know. Go back to bed. He's got a point, Wake. Look, this town can't take this.
It's me they want. The sooner I get out of here, the sooner you can all get back to life as usual.
I hope you're right. Come on, let me get this door open.
Wait, you got the keys to the bookstore?
Perks of being the sheriff. A girl needs to get around. They're really taking advantage of your presence here, Wake. I heard they're selling a lot of your Alex Casey books.
Okay.
Cynthia Weaver worked hard, following her obsessive rituals, sometimes fighting them, always giving in to them in the end. She haunted the halls of Bright Falls abandoned power plant. She marked her caches with light-sensitive paint that could only be seen by eyes that had been touched by darkness and saved by light like she'd been. She was preparing defenses and supply lines for the war she knew would come. Right now, I'm not a big fan of my own writing.
I don't see Barry.
Look, Wake, maybe that's him. That's the way to the chopper.
Creepy. Aha, kafe. Už idem. Mám. Tiež mám. Len pušku asi zoberiem, keďže nemám náboja. OK.
I'm gonna give Pastor Howard a piece of my mind about this lock. Ugh, I told him to get it fixed.
Here they come.
Let's take a break.
OK.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
Tak nič. Skúste si nejaký rýchly. Chcel som vyhodiť flashbang. Urobím to asi najjednoduchšie, ako viem. Kde si? Dobre, bola to jedna z možností, ktorá vyšla.
Okay, it's open. Let's go, Wake.
Wow.
We keep them lit all night long on the night before Deerfest.
Why?
Well, it's tradition.
Riadna tradícia, ty kokos. Aby nemal s tým niečo spoločné. Čo som
For
to?
it to be free, the Dark Presence needed the writer to finish the story. Again and again, the story let it get frustratingly close to the writer without letting it capture him. It was bound by the events depicted in the manuscript, but it could pursue the writer indirectly, put others on the task, and stop those who would help him. It took over everything in its path, made them its puppets, and sent them after Alan Wake.
Okay. Tak poď.
We're almost there. We'll have to go through the basement to get to the parking lot.
Yeah, there's no way going through the crypt will turn out to be a bad idea.
Trénové do pušky, neskôr si tým viniem. Nič, žiadne zásahy. On ťa bude počúvať, hej. Pece som mal kúry. OK. No. Nie.
Guess that one saw the light, huh? You didn't like that one? A tough audience. Well, I got plenty more.
What are the Christmas lights for?
Protection, man. Like garlic against vampires.
Vampires.
The helicopter's just across the parking lot and up the hill. Come on.
Poďme. Tam by mohlo dačo byť. Dobre.
The Bright Falls General Store is now my favorite place in the entire world. See this headlamp? It's like a superpower. I can just look at one of those things and they die. It's my flaming eye of Mordor. I wish I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Hey, I want a headlamp.
Last one.
Bastard.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice left to scream. Around her, the darkness was alive. It was cold and wet and malevolent and without end. She was a prisoner, trapped in the dark place. The terror would have burned her mind out, but one thing made her hang on. She could sense Alan in the dark. She could hear him. She could see the words he was writing as flickering shadows. He sensed her too. He was trying to work his way to her.
No, voľno. No poď, šerifka.
When someone throws a damn school bus at your head and you're about to take a helicopter ride with someone who may or may not have a pilot's license, you're cleared for departure to Night Springs. No offense, Sheriff.
Okay. Boom. Revolver.
Oh, I'm never gonna get used to this.
OK. Okej, už iba fléry ostali.
The helicopter's just up ahead. I'll need a while to prep for takeoff.
Don't take too long. I want to get out of here.
Keď vidím toto pri hasickom aute, to znamená, že tu bude ďalší boj. Jasné, svetlo, prečo nie? Fléry. Rokovnica, dobre. Okej, toto berem. No, boje, rokovnica, flashbangy, joj. Toľko dobrých vecí. Tiež zoberiem. Toto zapnem. To taktiež. Tak nič. Wow! Wow! Čo tam je? Nabíjaj. Au! Zapni. Zapni. Nehač po mne, kokotiny. Oh. Nemám tu fléru. Nabíjaj. Woo! Wow, shit! Dobre vedieť. Napínaj to. To je? Môžem hore? Ešte nie. Svetlici sem. Hej, tej slow motion sú celkom fajn.
Just get me to Weaver, Sheriff.
You're taking a big chance on a local crazy lady, Al. I hope you're right about her, or we can kiss this town goodbye.
Okay, no. Slow motion. Dúfam, že teraz nám...
I hope you know how to deal with this, Wake. I guess you New Yorkers are used to rough situations like this.
Right. The city's a war zone. King Kong, mutant alligators, and Alex Casey shoots the place up every weekend. Look, I never even carried a gun until a couple of days ago.
Well, my dad used to be a cop there. Tells some pretty wild stories.
Stuff like this?
No, just normal bad stuff. Kinda like your books, Wake. I used to tease Dad that he was just like Alex Casey.
You've read me.
Oh, sure. You're a pretty good writer. A little heavy on the metaphors, maybe.
Nobody's ever said that before.
We're coming up on the power plant. See the lit building over there? And that's the dam further up the river. I can't land here. I'll take her down the road across the river.
Just get me there, Sheriff.
O nie.
Hold on!
Proste nech máš aspoň dačo. No do pizdy. Bež. Nemám ani zbraň. No, čo? Ako mám? Ako to mám rozbiť? Au. Lebo na reťazke. Au. Čo teraz?
I had to do something about the chain for the door to open.
No nehovor. Tu nejaké páčidlo, alebo dačo. Okej. Asi mám chvíľku kľud. Tu by mohlo dačo byť. Náboje do revolveru, ale potrebuješ revolver. Dobre, máme. Niečo mi napadá do toho streliť, nič viac. Jo. Rči. To riti, nechajte ma. Mládež. Tak to mi nevyšlo. Bež. Op! Au. A to 6, 1. Dobre. I hate this situation. Tak, rýchlo do svetla. Baterky, super. Náboj do revolveru mám, brokovnicu nemám. Aha, brokovnica. Super. Fléry. Baterky, duracelky. No, čo povie rádio?
And here's a new song from a band that they always remind me of our local rock legends, the old gods. I couldn't tell you why. I guess it's just, one of those things. Anyway, here's Poets of the Fall and their latest single, War.
Dík. Wow! Ty si sa tu skade zobral? Tu je. Riti, toto neznášam. Jasné, zo všetkých strán, prečo nie, boha?
And here's a new song from a band that rock legends.
Ešte koľko vás tu bude? Wow, shit! Ako cez svetlo, ty... Bože, bože môj! Sa dalo sem hore. Nedá sa. Flash. Ah! Vysoká flera. Musím to urobiť inak, lebo za chvíľu skončím. O, rachto. OK, dobre. Kokos, aj takto stiel hodiť. konečne kľud. Nic. Môžem utekať, ale aj tak po mne budú hádzať sekery a neviem, čo ma čaká vonku, takže radšej som to nejako využil strategicky to. Dobre. Aspoň dobrá hudba hrala. 4 baterky, 4 náboje do brokovnice, 42 nábojov do oných.
The power plant glowed in the night. It was close, but I had to find a way across.
A cez vodu ešte. Taký dobrý. No, tu bude zase nejaký veľký problém. Toto si trošku... Pekná blbosť. Nie, dobre som mal. Som si myslel, že čo sa stane, keď to spustím. Ale to mi iba otvorilo dvier. Dobre, elektrický prúd, berem na vedomie. No. No, otvoríš to, chlapec môj? Dobre, dobijem náboje. Koko som sa ešte ibe! Nie. Dobre. Ukáž to.
Alice had screamed until she had no voice
No,
left.
toto sme mali.
Making her way through the water pipe alone, Cynthia was angry at the writer. Foolish young man, taking unnecessary risks. And the way he broke the rules. Didn't he understand what was at stake? Since the terrible days in the 70s, she hadn't wavered once, as hard as it had been. She was tired of protecting the town all these long years, and now only wanted to rest.
Tak pokračujeme. Tady som prišiel. Ja, červená bednička, čo tam bude? Dobre, náboj do brokovnice. Kafe na druhej strane. Dobre, jeden pred tebou, druhý za tebou. No jasné, gangbang si tu správame. Cúvaj do tej elektriky, cúvaj. Páchom, nezacívaj. Tak ťa tam dotlačím brokovnicou, ty hajzel. Dobre, posledné 2 náboje do brokovnice. No, pôjdeš hore? Plechovka pív. Čo tu máme ďalšie?
The story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I had written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
Okay. No, tak to ver, že je aj dvojka. Aj tu budem streamovať potom. Okay. By tu bol ten otáčavý most, ale vyzerá to tak. Kokos. Len tak na mňa vybuhnúť. Je to ten most. Čau, čau, drž sa. Áno, tak, zase temnota.
More birds.
Veľa kilov, dobre. Čau, Paky, no nevedel som, lebo teraz som bol v stresujúcej situácii, keď na mňa nejakí čuráci idú. Hlavne takí nemrtví. Ne, zase vrali. Čo zase? Vidí. Rýchlo do svetla. Hnusné vrany. Dobre. Čo tu je? Munícia, baterky. Dobre, idem ďalej rýchlo. No, rozdýchaj to do... Nepadne mi na hlavu, boha. Oh shit, no, tu máte fléru, ja si vás tu pozabijem. Rýchlo nabíjaj. Kokos, kde si sa tu kurva zobral? Rýchlo nabíjaj. Dobre. Šoky. Brokovnica, nič, fléra, nič, len 27 nábojov do revolvera. Čuž.
I recognized the logo on the power plant sign. I'd seen a version of it painted all over the area, signifying hidden caches of supplies.
Nič. Safe haven, okay.
Hold it right there!
Miss Weaver, Cynthia, I'm a friend.
Prove it!
You knew Zane, Thomas Zane. You're the Lady of the Light in the song. You can help me.
About time. Young man, I've been waiting a very long time for you.
Oh.
It's in the well-lit room.
Excuse me?
What you need to drive the darkness back. The well-lit room is at the dam. I built the room to keep it safe.
Will it help me find Alice? Will it get me back to the cabin? Fine, let's go. I can get my friends to come back with the helicopter.
Oh, we won't go outside. Never at night. That's rule number 1. You've been breaking the rules, young man, and where has that gotten us, No, I have a secret route, a lit route, an old water pipe.
No.
Something was damaged at the transformer yard. It's draining all the reserve power. Without it, the pipe will go dark. The power to the yard must be cut.
Let me guess. You want me to do it?
Kto
Young
iný?
man, you're the one who likes to break the rules. I can't be outside in the dark. The kill switch is outside.
Okej. Nemáš tu dačo, čo by mi ešte mohlo pomôcť? Dobre, náboj do fléry. Ak pôjdu tie vrany.
Preparing for these times, the dark tides. You have found my caches, haven't you? You can see the signs. Very few people can. Yes, please. Take what you need. This is all for you, for the likes of us. We do Tom's work, don't we? Hurry! The switch is on the wall facing the shore.
Tak otvor bránu, lebo ju rozbijem. Červené, takže to musím nejako sprevádzkovať. A ty chod do prdele. Oh shit, sekera. Fléra rýchlo, nabíjaj. Wow, prestan házať po mne tie sekery. Raz, dva, tri, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, 3.
had sent me to cut the power to the transformer yard. I was willing to do grunt work for her to get her to help me. I hoped Weaver was dependable. I'd stumbled into this crazy world a little over a week ago. She had been living this insanity for decades. I could see the kill switch that would cut the power to the transformer yard. Now I had to find a way to reach it.
Dobre, náhoda je blbec. Podarilo sa. To mám furt. Nové do rokovnice rýchlo nabiť. OK.
Who designs these things?
Nie!
Who designs these things? The transformer yard went dark and dark. Weaver's water pipe.
Pizdy!
Designs these things.
To načasovanie.
The transformer yard went dark and dead. Weaver's water pipe passage should now be good to go.
Dobre. Som nečakal, že sa to... Čo? Kde? Motorovka. Skade! Štyria. Rýchlo, nabíja. 3 náboje. Do revolveru, 4 fléra. Dobre, otvor to. Okay.
This way, young man. Follow me. Come, the pipe's empty now. We're ready to go.
Najlepšia baterka, super.
This way. We need to go. I knew them both, Tom and Barbara. I had such a crush on him. Such a beautiful man. I was jealous. There was a part of me that was maybe a little glad when she had the accident. And then Tom started writing and woke the darkness up. He tried to bring her back, but you can't do that. There are no free rides like that.
I'm starting to realize that.
In that case, young man, perhaps you're a smarter man than Tom was. The witch looked like her, but it wasn't. Barbara was sweet. He didn't understand until it was too late. He tried to undo it, wrote himself, her, everything he'd ever written out of the world. Oh, he was so famous. And afterward, no one knew. Oh, Tom. He left only one thing behind in my care, in case it happened again. Insurance. He trusted me. Or perhaps used me a little. Tom knew how I felt. Knew I wouldn't refuse him. I built the well-lit room and put it there. It's been waiting for you. We are characters trapped in a story you have written, and none of us will survive to see the end of it if the darkness isn't stopped. She'll twist the story to her own dark ends.
How do you know all this?
Tom, that's the way he wrote it. He still talks to me, you know, in television, from beyond, from below. We have both been touched by the darkness, young man. He saved us both with light, but the darkness stays with you. Leaves a stain.
This pipe will take us directly to the well-lit room.
Okay, I need to call my friends, tell them where we're going.
Tu je zde signál.
Barry, we're headed to the dam in one of the pipes. Meet us there.
Okay, I'll tell Sarah.
It's Sarah now?
Whoa! No! For the sweet love of...
Barry! Barry! We gotta go see if they're okay.
They're probably dead. You must reach the well-lit room. This is no time to be a selfish idiot.
That's my best friend.
Well, be a fool. I'll use the pipe. I'll meet you at the dam if you make it.
A jo.
At least I didn't have to worry about her. She knew how to stay safe. Sarah was almost starting to relax. Maybe they could turn this into a win yet. Suddenly, there was a piercing sound, like a table saw gone wild, as 100 birds made out of shadows swarmed into the rotor. The chopper bucked wildly and the board lit up, telling her what she already knew. They were going down.
Aj som si myslel, že tie vrany išli do motora. Som pri vetelníku.
Barry! Sheriff Breaker! Sarah!
The crash site looked bad, but as far as I could tell, the wreck was empty.
Tam jediné svetlo, tam by mohli byť.
Barry! Barry! Hang in there, I'm coming!
Back, you freaks!
No, you don't. You know when to make an entrance, Wake. We were ready to make like Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
I have a different ending in mind.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks for asking.
I knew you'd be all right.
How's that?
The flaming eye of Mordor?
Ah, laugh it up, funny man. Didn't we have somewhere to go?
Weaver will meet us at the dam.
Musím sa, že čo tam nájdem, ale nič.
When you spend most of your night running uphill while a crazy bunch of demon hicks try to take your head off with an axe, you know your helicopter crash landed in Night Springs. I hate running. Ooh, I should have kept that gym
You
membership.
see those lights? That's the elevator we need to take.
You can't just leave her.
What the hell is that thing? It's everywhere! Oh crap, there's more than one of them!
Nothing moves like that. It's impossible.
Ah! Al! Do something!
He's too fast. I can't get a shot.
There! No, there! Al, they're all over the place!
How many of them are there? Where'd that one go?
Ah, this can't be happening!
Mama.
Was that it? Are we safe?
That was... wow. I think we're okay.
Oh! We made it! We're not dead! Hey, Al, I got a bad feeling.
Let's keep our eyes open. Wake, call the elevator. I'm keeping watch.
I think I hear something moving around.
Heads up! Here they come!
Oh no! Oh no!
They're coming! We have to hold them off!
Dobre, už som len na brokovnici.
We're almost there. There's an entrance into the dam at the top. What's the plan, Wake?
Well, Weaver's crazy, but she's got something Zane left behind. Something to fix this.
Gee, could you be a little more vague?
Thomas Zane? Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
Let's be careful, okay?
Oh, jeez, I hate this.
Okay, Wake. There's a button over there that opens the door. I think something's broken. Hold the button down so we can get in.
You guys go ahead and find Weaver. She should be in the dam now. I'll have to make it alone through the top.
Okay, Wake. Good luck. Don't get yourself killed.
Ow! Please, be careful.
I'll take good care of Barry, Wake. You just look after yourself.
You gotta be kidding me.
Asi tak.
Down, boy.
Okay.
Thomas Zane knew he had to remove all that had made this horror possible, including himself. That was the only way to banish the dark presence he had unleashed and now looked at him through the eyes of his dead love. But he also knew that despite his best efforts, it might someday return. So even as he wrote himself and his work out of existence, he added a loophole as insurance.
Jak je? Trošku hrám na hru, kde sa môžem zvyčajne aj dosrať. Takže som maximálne sústredený. Dobre, držme sa svetla. Jasné! Fasa, 13 nábojov len a... Nie, vrany už nie. Oh, fuck. Tých vrán mám dosť. Kade teraz hore? Hej. No jo. Svetla sú skvelí. Dobre, mám 13 nábojov. Nejaká muní... Aha, flashe, dobre. Rýchlo ber flash. Náboje. Ó, sakra. Zapni. Flash. Dobre. Sakra, rop. Dobre. A ešte idú, boha, nie. Rýchlo, rob. Týchto najsilnejších radšej. Rýchlo týchto vzadu. Všetko. Wow! Prestaň po mne házať tú sekeru. No.
further.
Nie, zase lietajúce auta. Asi by som mal behať. A tu je cesta. Riti, bež. Nie. Bež. Kurva, bež. Bež, že nevládzeš, ale pohni. Wow. Krávo. Že pohni tou riťou, padajú po tebe veci. A sem. Zase schody. Bež. Zober si kávu, prečo nie? Wow, stop! Skoč! Dobre. Skoč, doľava. Áno, tyče oceľové sú na nič, treba hádzať auta. Do prdele! No pohni! Svetlo. Ty vole.
Well done. I'm glad I was wrong. But it was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
Aspoň nejaké bezpečné miesto.
There's an old army base at Raincoat Point, north of here. It was active during the Second World War. They operated here back then. They must have built this.
Yes, they did. It's my place now. Take it, and I won't need to worry about the room anymore, because 6 and 33 and 118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late, and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father. Alan never knew him, and anything of his took on mythical proportions in his mind. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby. Now, almost 30 years later, Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written. I can get to her now. I can finish this.
Koniec 5. epizódy, ideme na 6.
Previously on Alan Wake, I wrote a horror story that has come true. Thomas Zane did the same in the 70s.
You will go no further.
If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story. No one will survive.
You knew Zane! Thomas Zane! You're the Lady of the Light in the song!
He left something behind to help me. The clicker.
Alan thought of this as he stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, the clicker in his hand. He took a deep breath and jumped.
I can get to her now. I can finish this. I had a hangover. My head was about to explode and the light hurt my eyes. I needed my sunglasses and painkillers to dull the pain. In one of my finer moments of self-deception, I swore to quit drinking. The sunglasses made the world look bearable. Now I could keep my eyes open without feeling like a vampire in the sun.
Som si myslel, že budú prášky tu.
The pills worked fast. The prospect of being awake started to seem bearable again. There was a message waiting for me on the machine.
You have one new message.
Al! Are you still asleep? Wakey, wakey! You should have your show on your TiVo. If Alice wasn't too mad to record it. She called me earlier and really chewed me out. Yeah, we went a little overboard last night. But parties are a part of this business. Al, look, I'm saying this as your friend. She's not doing your career any favors by trying to run your life like that, okay? I'll talk to you later, Al. Watch the show!
Czy tu jeszcze lecieć?
I'd been a guest on the talk show the previous night, talking about my latest book. The show was supposed to be waiting for me on our TiVo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Harry Garrett Show.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. We have a great show tonight. I've been talking with the best-selling author Alan Wake about his new book, The Sudden Stop.
Yeah, good read. Go buy it.
No, it is a good read. Look, I'm gonna be honest here.
Is that wise?
No, but I'm gonna do it anyway. I got people who give me the lowdown on books. I'm a busy guy. But this one, I actually read from cover to cover. I mean, I'm a big fan.
Wow, thanks.
Now, this might be a spoiler for those who haven't read the book yet. Based on the sales figures, the 2 people out there who haven't read the book yet. But this last book is all about the death of the main character, the hard-boiled New York detective, Alex Casey. Now, there's been a lot of outrage about this. Why the hell did you kill Casey? What the hell were you thinking, man?
Good riddance. No, seriously, though. 7 years and 6 books is a long time. He was a gloomy guy to spend all your working hours with, and it was a good run. But it's time to explore new things. My next book will be a departure from the old for me.
You selfish bastard, always thinking of yourself. Well, you've certainly given us a lot of entertainment over the years. And now that you mention it, Casey was a gloomy guy. Never had much luck with his love life with the ladies. Was that autobiographical in any way?
Yeah, no kidding. Casey's lady friends tended to die on him. With Casey, it was all about his pain. No, nothing autobiographical about that. I'm a happily married man. My wife is my muse.
Well, congratulations. That's great to hear. So, how's the publicity tour been treating you?
Good, great. But I gotta say, I'm glad to be back home in New York.
Well, you've certainly been on the news a lot lately. Lots of parties and, you got into a fight with some paparazzi.
Oh, man. Well, that guy was really in my face. I lost my temper. I know that wasn't cool.
You are famous for that temper.
Well, I did also write several books.
Well, your latest novel is called The Sudden Stop, and it's in bookstores now. Go get it. That means the two of you out there who haven't bought it yet. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all we have for you tonight. I want to thank all our guests for the evening. Alan Wake, Sam Lake. Once more, do the face for his Sam. There it is. And our musical guests, Poets of the Fall. Thank you, and good night.
At least I'd been funny. I told myself I could live with that.
Hey, honey. Did you watch the show?
I didn't say anything stupid if that's what you want to know.
Okay, Grumpy. You want an aspirin or something?
Are you going to start with me about drinking now?
You know what?
I should have followed her advice, but suddenly I was angry.
What? Now you can't even talk to me?
Well, this morning I was angry because you said you'd be home at midnight and you showed up at 7 a.m. and passed out in mid-sentence. Now I'm over it. Are you angry?
This goddamn tour. It's gotten out of hand.
Oh, honey. It's almost over, right? We can get back to normal. Then you can start writing again.
I'm sorry, honey.
Alan, you're not thinking straight. Just take a shower and go back to bed, huh?
Yeah, you're right, honey. I'm sorry. Once this is over, let's go away together. A vacation. Just you and me. Some peace and quiet. Somehow, the clicker was the key to the cabin. I had to return to Cauldron Lake to save Alice. I'm going back to the lake to finish this. I'm going to write an ending to the story in the manuscript on my own terms, to make it all right.
Why can't you just write it here?
The last page is still in the typewriter. I need to read it first. Everything needs to be just right. Zane tried to cut some corners, and it didn't end well.
Okay, ready when you are.
I'm sorry, Sarah, but I need to do this alone. Barry, take her gun. Miss Weaver, close the door when I leave.
Good luck, Al.
See you later. When I got out, it was warm and sunny. I'd flicked the switch of the clicker. Had it done this? I didn't stop to question it. I had to take advantage of the sunlight to get to the lake. On Zane's page, I'd stood on the rim of Cauldron Lake, about to use the clicker. That's where I was headed. Alone, in daylight, surrounded by the beauty of the Pacific Northwest landscape. It was hard not to let doubt creep in one last time. I could still chalk everything up to a dream, a delusion. I had enough imagination to make up something like this, having been in the cabin all this time, trapped in a story inside my head, gone mad from grief over Alice's death like Hartman had claimed. There would be no way of knowing. I told myself it didn't really matter. My course was set.
Pozerám, že si tam niečo není. A tu je. Trky sa zídu. Tady to nie.
There was a link between us. Always would be. I could feel its presence again.
Čože?
I will kill your wife.
To tak rýchlo prešla temnota.
The dark presence was no longer trying to capture the writer so he could create the ending it wanted. The writer knew too much. He was too strong. And he carried a weapon left behind by Thomas Zane, something that could hurt it. Now, the darkness was doing everything in its power to simply stop the writer from ever reaching Cauldron Lake and the dark place it came from.
No, tak to normálna vrana. Ja idem behať, lebo budem potrebovať behanie a potom nič. Alebo trošku iba. Po trošku budem behávať, aby sme sa niekam dostali. To bude fungovať. Jo. Tu by mohlo dačo byť nejaká munícia. A hej, tu je v červenej boxi. Dobre, baterky. Batérie. Yes, a munícia.
Based on the signature in the motel register, Agent Nightingale had stayed here, in room number 2. This had obviously been the room where Agent Nightingale had stayed when he hadn't been busy harassing me.
Of yourself and your co-workers.
Tu asi už nič. Týpek záňal, baby. Ani o tom neviem.
Pardon.
bolo. Wiecie, mám pocit, že tu budú po mne zase hádzať nejaké oné auta alebo veci. Prečo sa mi zdá, že... Prečo musí mať vždy kurník pravdu? Kokos, koľkokrát cezo mňa prejdeš? Okej, auto. Chodź. Vážne? Aj auta idú po mne? Nejaké náboje alebo dačo? Dajcie sa mi zdá, že moc asi spadne. Bože. No bež! Wow, skade. Ešte nejaké baterky, ty kokos.
The bottom of Cauldron Lake was a graveyard of things the lake had claimed in one way or another over the decades. The dark presence brought them up in its wake, scattering the rotten waterlogged hull of an old boat here, the remains of a long-ago crashed airplane there, trees shattered under the impacts. The
Len idem, nezastavujem sa. Jebať.
In the end, Barry wasn't going to shoot Sarah. They both knew that. Once she had no chance of catching up to Wake, Barry gave up the gun and sat down on the floor, shielding his face from the merciless glare of the well-lit room. "I don't think I'm ever going to see him again," he said in a weak voice. Sarah didn't have it in her to be mad at him. Besides, he was probably right.
Asi hore. Do rytia je trefený. Je to dobré.
I had to get the gate open.
Ale nebolo mi najlepšie, keď som to počul. Už Jak sa dostať dnu? Je to dvere? Nie. Len to nie to. Dobre. Kokot! Dosral. Čo ti pere? Až mi zle prišlo. I don't see anything special.
Zane cut its heart out. Zane cut its heart out, but it didn't die. The thing that wore Barbara's face kept crooning sweet nothings sugar-laced with poison. He put on the suit, untied the monster from the chair. The thing in his arms thrashed weakly, but he held fast. He stepped outside, off the pier, and into the dark water, a sinking pinprick of light descending toward a bottom that never came.
Trošku vody. Ale not tak. že teraz viem, ale neviem.
When I told Barry my plan back in the well-lit room, I'd acted as if I knew what I was doing. I didn't. I was operating on the shifting logic of a dream. I had to fight my way to the lake through the horrors of the night. I had to flick an old battered light switch imbued with childhood magic. I had to write a happy ending to a horror story. I had to save my wife from the dark prison she was being held in.
Svetla, zbraň, fleše. To bude nejaký problém.
I will never give her to you.
Som videl zbrane. Rýchlo do svetla. Okej, veľa vecí mám.
The dark place I found myself in was unlike anything I could ever have imagined. It wasn't solid, it flowed. It was conceptual and subjective. For someone else, an artist in another field, it would have been very different. I could sense the story of the manuscript all around me, the words and ideas floating in the air. I could see Mirror Peak in the distance. That's where Cauldron Lake was.
Zase brány do rytí. A sevně si to... Co zase? Jasné, tortu hádže veci. miešanie. A neurobí to, čo mu poviem. Hovorím, zapal ďalšiu svetlicu. What? Je to malo cez ten strom... Wow. Kotopax? To asi nebude. Sakra, je z kravinami na schodoch. O, wyskocz.
I needed to get the generator running.
Wiecie, sami zda, że potrzebuję motorówką. To... Nie, do... Ja co to będę biwał żyć jako idiot. Jako idiot.
After Zane had gone, I stood alone in the shifting dream that was the dark place. I had to find a way to the cabin. I'd written myself a way through this place in the manuscript. I followed the idea of a path. I'd written myself across the ocean that blocked my way, and with that, there was a bridge to the island beyond. The idea of the cabin flickered in the underwater darkness. I willed the cabin to be real, and it was.
Turn back now. Do as you're told. loved you.
To má strach. Ježiš, tam je skok. Ešte by som si tú fléru nechal, pištol s flérou.
Baby, you were having a bad dream. It was just another nightmare.
No.
Everything's fine. You're home.
It wasn't a dream.
Everything's fine.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on!
Shh, baby. The power's out. There's no light. Come back to bed and I'll make you forget all about your fear of the dark.
My fear? It's your fear. Why aren't you afraid? You're not Alice. Turn the lights on now. Where's the clicker? What did you do with it?
Alan, you're scaring me now. Come back to bed. Have you taken your pills? Do you want me to call Dr. Hartman? I read your manuscript. It's brilliant. Departure is your best work yet. You're a genius. I'm so proud of you. Come back to bed. We'll talk more about it in the morning. Come back to bed, Alan.
Come back to bed, Tom.
You must find your way to the cabin. It stands in your way. It won't let you pass. It has no heart. It's filled with darkness. You must fill its heart with light. find him. He's Mr. Scott. Your friends will meet him when you're gone. Use the clicker.
The idea of a path.
I'm leaving you.
What?
I'm leaving you, Alan. I met someone. I'm in love with someone else.
Alice? No, what do you say? You can't...
You don't love me. How could you? You don't even love yourself. All you do is torture yourself with work you can't do anymore.
No, I love you more than anything in the world. You're my muse.
I'm not.
Who are you? What have you done with my Alice?
Alan?
I invite myself across the ocean.
Put the light back on! What are you doing, Alan? Stop! Put the light back on!
It wasn't true. Nothing like that had ever happened.
You're not my Barbara.
Tom, let me go. I promise to be good. Please, untie me, you naughty boy. I will help you write your masterpiece. I will love you forever.
No, you're not Barbara Jagger. I made a terrible mistake. I should have never written you back. You came back wrong. Your heart is filled with darkness.
Put that knife away, Thomas. Put it down.
Heart is filled with darkness. Cut it out. Take you back to the desert cave then.
I willed the gap into me land.
Filled with darkness.
Get away from me, you hag! Where am I? Let me go!
Alice! Alice! I'm coming!
Your husband refused to do as he was told. All he had to do was write what I...
Now you will never get her back. I am much older than you. Older than your first work of art. I will find a new face to wear. Someone else to dream me free.
Čo teraz?
I could feel Alice's presence close by. I understood what I had to do now. I knew how to write the ending to Departure. There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price. That's where Zane had gone wrong. There's a long journey through the night back into the light.
Alice? Alice? Oh no!
No kde? Nehovor, že ona akurát keď vyšla, tak skutočne Alan prišiel.
It's not a lake. It's an ocean.
Alan, wake up.
What? No to ma poser.
Let me go.
Takže toto je koniec. Šesť epizód. OK. Uvidíme, čo bude dvojka, takže ďakujem vám za sledovanie dnešného streamu. Dúfam, že sa vám tento diel páčil. Uvidíme, o čom bude dvojka. Takže tu budeme streamovať zajtra, takže zatiaľ sa majte a príjemný zvyšok dňa. Čus.